You guys ready for Batman Begins? Stay tuned. Hey YouTube family, welcome back to Sargent Digital Design. I'm your host, Derek Sargent, aka Sarge, and I'm back with another cool video for you guys. Today I bring to you The Dark Knight, none other than Bruce Wayne the Batman. I found the files on Cults, which cost me a few bucks, and he was commissioned at a Pokemon show I did recently by my friend Cameron and his wife. And after viewing tons of models, I settled on this one who looks like the actor who plays him, which is Christian Bale. I made the cape from some satin material that I found at Walmart that kind of favors the neckerchief that I wore in the Navy, so I prepped it as if it were the same material. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, I started off by 3D printing in my Anycubic M7 Max, and these are results. I went with a smaller one and a bigger one. I chose the bigger one for my client. Now I'm just taking my time and filing down all the support material that was left behind, and it was a lot on this one, but it was actually more on the smaller one because of the way I orientate them on the build plate in my 3D printer. So I'm just taking my time. I'm using my Dremel, and it is Dremel brand Dremel that I've had for a while. I almost forgot that I had it. But it's a plug-in, so you ain't gotta worry about the battery dying. Now I'm just fixing the holes and fixing the gaps that were in between the two parts. And what I'll do is cement them together, and then I'll use some resin mixed with some talcum powder to make it a little thicker and fill the seams. Simple as that. Then hit them with a UV light and carry on about my day.
Cut the mid-range, drop it.
Now it's time to prime them, and I'm using my Posh Talon that I got from Amazon, and I'm just going over it with a basic black, and then I'll hit it with a gray, then I'll come back with the white Zenithal highlight. I like to do this one on here because it's all got dark, caverns in the bat cave, so you want, to spray. Definitely spray all the black you can and get the inside of it. So when you go back over it, it can look like a cave when you go over it with some lighter, the outer edges with some lighter colors. Now I'm just doing the rest of this uniform with the same black. It's just a basic black primer from Vallejo. Now, obviously, Batman's costume is black, but it's not totally black. It's black and gray. So what I'll do is just prime everything in that black thing, like I'm doing now. Go back over with the gray and do the same thing to his suit. Now just filling in the white parts, which is just some surface primer from Vallejo. And that'll bring out all the rock detail that I'm gonna need to see when I'm actually coloring it. It's not gonna really matter, but I still do this so you can get something out of it. I'm doing the face also I'm gonna paint his face before I mask off and do the black mask. Now I'm just taking some craft paints and just doing earth colors, and I'm gonna mix them all. Obviously the grays and the blacks are gonna take more precedence in this, but you still want some of the natural colors that go in rocks. So I'm just gonna I made a mistake and got it in the holes, but who cares? Okay, so I'm just gonna slosh this stuff around, and it's gonna start blending together eventually, but when it does, it will resemble rock. Now it's not gonna resemble the rock that looks like the Batcave more until I dry brush it later. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna spread all this glue, not glue, but paint around, get it going, and then let it dry. I let it dry for probably about three or more hours before I start dry brushing. Obviously, through the magic of video editing, we was able to speed up the process. But in between, I still worked on my other parts to get it done. This should have been an easy one because it's Batman, but no, it's actually tedious. So now I'm just spraying a purple and pink mixture. I use some fade pink from Army Painter as my base. And now I'm using some Vallejo skins. I've got a bunch together because just doing a basic skin paint. It's not like anything elaborate, but I still did some extra just to give it a little more pop. So I'm laying down the base coat. Then I'm doing the highlighting with a lighter color. Dry that up, and next because you might gotta make sure this stuff is dry. Now I'm just hitting them with a little bit darker color coming from below to tan the skin up a little bit. I'm gonna flush my airbrush out so I can change colors. And I put it a little bit lighter in there again, and there we go. If you saw me grab the paint, it wasn't in view, but that was what's the skin color for Barbarian? It's Barbarian Flesh. So after that, getting all these colors in and to my liking, I'll go ahead and seal them up after this so I can hit them with washes. So I'm drying them up as good as I can without making the paint peel or crack. Now sealing it. Now I sealed it with a matte wash. Not matte wash, but a matte clear coat. Let that dry, and now we'll apply the paint to the body. And you can see I did a Zenithal highlight on him, so I'm just going from light to dark now. Now I'm filling in all the detail with the black. printed 2 of these because I want one for myself. I already have the Dark Knight from Hot Toys that I bought about 10 years ago. I got it from, I think, I know it's in the mall. What's the name of that store? It's, FYE. I got it when they had a clearance on it, and I got to use my military discount too. All right, so next up, I forgot to prime the bat, his utility belt. Then I went back over it in a gloss, black. Don't forget the wheels. Right now, I'm sealing them. And I sealed them with a satin finish. Some parts will get satin, some parts will get a matte finish, and the belt will get a gloss. All right, now my wash, I start with my yellows and get my sponge. Make sure you sponge all that off. You don't want to sit in the pool. Now go back with the red after that dried. Bring some life and blood back to his skin. Don't let that pool up. And I move on to my blue. Next, I will speckle some freckles on them. Let that dry. Seal it up, and then I'm gonna put a little green color together, mixed with water, and do his 5 o'clock shadow. There's many ways to do it. This is the way I wanted to try it this time. And I didn't want it to be too strong because I'm gonna go back over it with water and the light skin tone, just so it's not too dark. But I wanted to show the disconnection from the mask and the skin. Because I tend to make the skin a little too light for a Batman mask sometimes. This one, I think I did it just right. I have the Matt Reeves Batmans around here somewhere. I need to go ahead and get that printed. Well, it's printed, but painted. I have a few that I gotta knock out because I got a few shows coming up for August. All right, now just doing some detailing around his eye area, adding that pink to his eyelids, to his lips. Now I'm adding a little bit more wash to that, and mixing I didn't let the paint dry while I was mixing, so just blending those colors together. Just gives it a smooth transition when you use it like a glaze. I really got to get that camera over my shoulder better. As you see, the detail is starting to show a little better now. His face is starting to look like real skin. Now just add a little bit more red to some water and a little bit of alcohol so it dries quicker than I needed to. But don't want it to look like you got on lipstick, but you still want that red to pop a little bit. It looks like skin. All right, now let's do his eyes. And it's not a solid titanium white. I mix a little skin tone with that white, so it's not no bright white, and he looks surprised on you.
Cut the mid-range, drop it.
Now just touching up the spots where the white got outside of the lines. And do a little bit more highlighting. Okay, so his eyes are green, so I'm going with a base color green for his eyes. I'm just freehanding it. That's how I do. I freestyle. After the base color, I go in and mix it with a lighter green. I went outside the line a little bit, so I go back and color that. Right here, when you're doing detail like that, you want to use the paint as a glaze. So you definitely want to water it down, not too much, but enough to where it's putting color back onto the object. All right, let's dry him up and move on to the next step. Now I'm doing a skin wash. The one from Pro Acryl, I love it because it puts a little brown into the skin with a little redness to it. Clean that up. All right. Now I'm painting the belt with some Vallejo gold paint. I didn't have to mix it down with any alcohol or anything. It comes pre-mixed, and it's pretty good. All right, now I'm gonna dry brush, and I'm just using like a deck tan and white, and just going over lightly with my dry brush. Just trying to make those rocks, the edges of the rocks pop. And you can see that it's starting to come out. Not everybody does this, but if you're in this, I think you should. This adds a little bit more flair to your work here, and just takes your work to the next level. Then once you put a wash on it, it looks great. You see it starting to come alive, just like that. Now, I did a gray dry brush on his boots and parts of his armor. And it works on the rocks too. Now you might think I messed it up, but I'm gonna go back over it with a wash that is gonna make it come back alive. So what I'm doing, I'm hitting the belt with some non-oil. Matter of fact, I hit it with Athrak Earthshade first. That's bringing that bronze look to it. And I hit the base with the Athrak Earthshade. Then I will come back over that layer with some non-oil. And I'm using the AK pen wash for his uniform. That stuff is pretty strong. You should be wearing a mask when using any of the AK stuff, because it's got lacquer in it. And when you spray something like that, you should use a lacquer clear coat. You can use the lacquer clear coat first, then go back over it with another clear coat. All right, got his back utility belt together, and everything looks to the right sheen. Now I did his cape. It took me a minute to figure out how to do it, but I just did a circle. But I should have showed the process how I did it, because I just taped off one side of his body, his neck, and made a mask, and applied the tape to my fabric, and traced it and cut it out. I use magnets to keep those wing tips together, because my client, he wanted the cape to be able to close, so I didn't put any wires or anything in it, and it makes sense after the fact. And the next one I do, I'm gonna try to improve on what I did here. And I did make another one, so I will get a chance. opens and closes. And here we are. Batman Begins. Hope you guys like this. Tell me what you think about it. I know there's things I can improve on it, but I did it to the best of my ability to where I'm at now in my stage of arting, doing sculptures. I know that's not a word, but I don't give a shit. All right, but I think I did a pretty good job, and my client, he really loved it, and I'm glad that him and his wife can enjoy this and come and get me for some more stuff. Switch outs I did with magnets, of course. I'm out of here. Hey guys, I really hope you enjoyed my take on the Batman. I've done a few Batmans over the years, and I try to improve on one thing to stand out every time. Today was the cape. I finally nailed the art of cape making. Don't forget that I have the 2,000 subscribers popcorn bucket for Superman giveaway that I got going on. So you have to stay subscribed or subscribe, and I'll do a random name and announce it, then send it out as a gift from me to you for your support. Once you hear your name called, just email me with the address. I'd love to thank my current viewers and subscribers for allowing me into your devices. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. Thanks to my Patreon who helped me stay motivated, keep me going. If you want to be part of my community, find me there also. Again, hope you found pleasure in my art today, and I will see you next time. Until then, Sarge out. Peace.
Step into the lab, it's a brand new scene. Sergeant Digital, yeah, we're living the dream. 3D printing, bringing visions to life. Comic book heroes stepping into the light. Layer by layer, watch the magic unfold. From the nozzle to the brush, every piece is gold. We shaped it, we painted, make it shine so bright. Superhero statues coming to life. Sergeant Digital, we're making it real. From the printer to the paint, got that custom feel. Sculpted legends, bringing dreams inside. With a little bit of patience, yeah, we do